Let's try and... So, there we go. Oh, it's looking good. Okay, great. Alright. How we doing? Let's see. Gotta click all these buttons. Here we go. Alright, new week. Blah, blah, blah. Clicking the buttons. Okay. Looking good. Let me turn this off. Okay. I think that's about it. And then the Twitter and the Discord. Welcome, guys. Okay. Whew. Okay. I guess I could... Yeah, whatever. I could link it before it starts, but... I don't know. I don't want people to join into a stream that hasn't started yet, so... Here we are. Look, it started. Hello. How we doing? Alright. How we doing? Who's here? Let's see. There's a lot to cover now. Let's see. Welcome. Hi, Brown Jack, and hi... What was it? Was it Sasha, or was it something else? I'm sorry. Doing good. Great. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good, because I've been really nervous, like, in anticipation of the Folly Celestia premiering last Saturday. So, that's been a huge chapter that's been... It's out, and it's like, it's got mixed reviews. It's perfect. Not what I expected. It's doing good. I guess I can link it to you guys, considering I worked, 3 years on it. Maybe you guys would like to watch it. Or in case people who don't realize or didn't know that I worked on it. There you go. So this is the Folly Celestia link. It's a semi-drama animation with mix of other types of animation kind of a thing. So, yeah. Don't have to worry about it getting, revisions every couple of days. Saying like, it needs to be done better in this section. It's like I can shut that off. Focus on other stuff. There you go. Yeah, there you go for the link. Yeah. Hello. Uh-huh. Yep. It's my Thoughts and Pony Life. I actually just watched a couple episodes. Just get more caught up than I was a little bit. As it goes, I think it's getting stronger, or at least it's trying to get more recognizable side characters into it. For spoilers, I don't know if you're caring about it yet, but the CMC, Discord, Trixie, all have their own individual episodes. So that's nice that they're not they're not all running across and it's like, hey, Discord, and then whoop, it's like it's a dedicated, here's the main six and a story with them. So it's like, that's nice. But of course they're all 10 minutes, so any kind of stake, it's kind of like, oh no, a danger, whoops, the character solved it, kind of a thing, and then it's done. And roll credits. I mean, that's the only downside in a lot of this, is that it's the actual length of each story is so short, and everything's so... I mean, they're longer than my cartoons, to be fair. My cartoons are only 2 minutes, so it's theirs are 5 or 10 or something. So it's it actually has more time to do everything, but they're also having more dialogue to also go through as well. So that kind of evens it out into basically feeling like one of my cartoons, which is whoa, is this a problem? Whoa, it is a problem. We solved the problem in 5 minutes. So that's the only thing. But yeah. As I said, it is getting stronger with each episode. That interview with one of the designers or character designers, or one of the artists, said their team got better, or at least more confident in writing stories. So that's good. And definitely shows that as you watch it. So I don't think it premiered yet in America, so I've been watching at least a Canadian broadcast, I think. I've been watching it on Dailymotion because someone's been uploading all of them, so that's why I've been watching them. I think they're in a little bit lower quality, but it's fine. So I'm having fun with it. It's not the most, best written story like ever for a lot of them. It's not like even like a pony with G4. Each episode would have like at least one really good joke in it. A Pony Life is kind of like everything's trying to outdo itself as its own joke. That it's just like bop ba bop ba bop, and it's like it never really feels like anything has like a real good like that's the joke. We did it, guys. You know, it's just kind of like that's kind of whatever the whole time. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh boy. Good night, guys. It's so rushed. It feels like Magic Cures. Magic Cures is a normal episode. I know. Didn't they make, or at least was that like the plan to have Mystery Cure as like a 40-minute? Because that definitely felt like it probably should have been. Just because the amount of stakes and like there was 5 characters to like go, oh no, a problem, and let's fix the problem for like 5 of them, or at least 6 of them as well, for the main 6. So yeah, that was not the best. We gotta get stuck on this though, so I can actually have something to show you guys. And I'm working on it. So I am. What's this? Is that the mouth? I don't know. Let me show you what the animation we got so far with just the storyboard animatic to show that what we got. So Rainbow Dash comes in, does the doorbell. Twilight goes, whoa, I don't know, and then Rainbow Dash goes into a bush and goes, haha, my plan worked. But it's about as fast and like deep, you know, kind of jokes that the Pony Life does. So it's not much difference. I'm on brand. This horse is the base pony, just so I can have something before I like put in the final version of the Twilight or Rainbow Dash in, because I'm still sort of working on it. I worked on it a little bit today, but it's it could be improved just a little bit more, so I'll need more time to refine them as much as I can. So that's our little base reference to make sure everything's the scale. We can play with that. So all right. That's about it for that. Let's see what we got. Natural Creature Discovery is going to be the last episode at one point. Wow. I mean, it is because it like finishes Twilight's arc, you know, pretty good without having to be an extended arc, and then let's add like a side arc in between that, and then it's like yeah, it definitely could have been just insecure. And then if they like if Hasbro or one of the execs was like, we can't really, you know, it's not doing as well or whatever. Let's just kind of can it or something. Gonna highlight these different colors. I'm gonna color code my layers just so I can see from a glance what each this is. Let's make it kind of bluish, maybe pretty light. There you go. Okay, so now I can visually see, like, this is my storyboard stuff, and this is my pony. I watched the Crusher Girls, like, in a real movie theater with the first one. That was really fun. Definitely a different experience. I need to add Control-R a drawing. Let's make the background more refined. So, we know that the background needs to be a weird Gerald McBoing Boing 50s thin line art, but then the fills are like slightly off kind of a thing. So I'm gonna start with the bush so I can have like a small sample before I work on a house or like the background or anything. So I'm gonna work on that. I think we're gonna just call this the comp. It's not exactly the pony comp anymore. I can figure this out. Why am I using a mouse? Okay. Let's put you over there. Peg you up. And then put you in between everything. So it'll be there-ish. Okay. So you see it in there. We can color code it already. Everything's pretty much be the same color. So I could just say that maybe the background. What would the background colors be? It could just be green, I guess. Boop. There you go. This needs to be the same color. No, it's not going to be the same color. Close enough. Okay, here we go. Let's get everything set up. Let's go for this. Tool properties, brush. What do we want? We want a color as well. Probably in here, new color. It's not gonna separate that, but how are we doing? Oh dear. Yes. The Season 10. Oh, well, I think the Transformers crossover is happening. I never really figured out when stuff actually releases. Yeah. What happened? I didn't see what your thing was. Okay. What do I want? I want a outline color from my bush. Let's see. So I'm gonna look at my reference and see like the outlines are lighter but also darker. So I guess it doesn't matter. I can change it later, I guess. So I can probably just make it kind of this lighter green and then make a nice whoop kind of thing. Let's make this a little bit thicker brush. That's where it gets complicated, like just so many panels going on now. So somewhere in between that and that. Maybe like an 8 might do good. Doesn't have pressure sensitivity? I don't know. Okay, let's save it as a brush. There we go. Okay. So now, let's see here. So bush. I'm looking at a reference on my edit monitor. It looks like it could be flat, and then it's not like there's. Man, it's complicated because it's like the fill doesn't go around everything, so I might have to delete lines. Okay, whatever. So we're just gonna make this like a flat-ish line, and then let me see where my. Nope. Sorry, I wanted to figure out which one of my storyboard line is which. It's probably this one. Let's see. Or I could just figure out from there. Is it this one? There we go. Okay. So I want it to be less visible. There we go. Okay. That was probably just need to figure that out. Minus B brush. There it is. It's very light color. Let's make it just black for right now. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the bush also has like these whomps into it. It's probably just have to clean this up a lot. It also has these whoops around. It's definitely not a style that I'm used to drawing in, so I don't think I've ever tried to do anything like this. So this will be an experience with everything else. Let's see if I can put these together. Maybe. Can they be friends? Oh dear. It's almost working. There you go. Maybe it needs to be down there. Or I could just redraw it. That might be easier. Okay. That kind of works. Get rid of some of these lines. So I'm using a cutter tool. That works really well. Feels too thick. Might just want to redraw it again. Womp. And just call that one good. Oh dear. It's always when you stream, it's like you always like find out what you're worst at when you stream. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not very efficient with making lines good as I go. So that's gonna slow things down. Here we go. What am I doing? I'm making a bush, but it's sort of going well. Let's make a new color. So let's be the bush fill color. So let's just make it a nice turquoisey kind of color. And then we can fill it with that. Okay. See what it looks like that. I could... I don't know. I'm thinking of different things as I go. It's like, it's probably too long to do certain things. So let's make this around the same color, but this, but also... Oop, what happened? Went to a different color. Let's make it that color and then just make it sorta... and different... I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out as I go, and it's like, it's kinda... sorta works. Maybe it needs the background to figure out, like, what would work the best. Or this could be a bit more blue, actually. Might work. Okay. And so the trick now is that I can take the fill by cutting it, putting it onto the color line layer, putting it there. And then, now what I have is this as the lines and this as the fill. So I could pop that there and then fill it there. And then just take the transformation tool, probably with this. Do I have everything? Let's flatten it. Let's see where the flatten button is. Where'd it go? Flatten. There you go. Okay. This year that comes out tomorrow, which is part 2. Ah, there we go. So tomorrow. Well, that's cool. So the trick now is that I can move the line art. Actually, I'm thinking, is this flattened? Tell me. Yes. Okay. I'm going to move it up and to the left. So now it renders. It'll look like that instead. Isn't that fun? Okay. Of course, I can always keep adjusting it, or I can remove some lines that aren't needed. Kinda play with some of this more. I'm learning how to do this as I go, so a lot of this is trial by error right now, just to see, like, does this work? Does this work? So I came in with the plan, but now I'm trying to figure out, does the plan work? Kind of a thing. I'm thinking it's too dark. Might just make it a little bit lighter. Something more like that. Okay. Let's take the storyboard line and put it back in. And I'm going to put a visibility node here, and then add in comp and a composition to there. Does this work? Yes. And then I'm gonna put the blues into here. Does this work? No. Okay. Well, what if this doesn't work? I think all these have to have visibilities instead. Like this. They don't just have like a billion of them. So I can get rid of just showing it like that. That's the script. So I might, yeah. I'll show it in render view. No. I'll show it in OpenGL. Okay. And just apply to all of these. Sorry, when it gets like, I need to like learn how to learn things. Especially with this, it kind of gets a little bit too far for me. Alright, there we go. Now it's gone. And when I render it, that was render. Okay. This is OpenGL. And then this is render. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Haha! Now I don't have to worry about deleting it as it renders. You know? Here we go. Okay, how we doing? Yeah, I haven't read... I think I've only read like the first 2 or 3 issues of the comic. I think... That probably was like the first arc, maybe? I remember I read the first 2 arcs. Maybe I read a bit further. Yeah. But nothing really more than that. Yeah. Let's see. I'm more interested in like the Transformers crossover one than anything else, really. Even if it's like, oh, well, just, season 10 is based, you know, it's gonna be its own thing and everything. It's like, Transformers is way cooler. And you know, my weird fascination with Transformers from my 6 character drawing thing. That's like, yeah. I watched all the G1 episodes. Those were great. And I love the Beast Wars one just because how campy and stupid it was. Like being unintentionally, you know. I think it looks flat with the bush because I might want to make... Could I add a... It's not really gradients as much as texture. So maybe I can add something else into it. There's my little learning path here to figure out what would work. I'm going to add a gradient. Boop. And then this one will be lighter, and this one will be darker. And then we can use gradient tool to hopefully... Pop, there we go. Reform this. Does that work? A lot of this is new to me. I'm trying to make sense of it with all my tools. As like I'm learning more tools than I thought I would. But it's like it's getting there. There we go. Will only make sense once we got all the other stuff into there. So okay. Let's see. For Darkest Nightmare Rarity. I think no. Chrysalis. Ooh, maybe. This is kind of hours ago. Years ago. Who even knows? Yeah, I know. That was really fun. Thank you everyone for submitting ideas for it. If I didn't get to yours, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll do it again. I don't know. I think we'll add another detail into here. I know that she's gonna pop out of it, so I probably want to figure out... Add something like a detail. Let's see. Yeah, when it looks like that. Let's add some tab into it. Oop. I don't know. Stop. Oh, I can't go that far. Okay. I want to see where it looks like over here. Can you guys see that? I know there's so many things going on now. This is an animation program. Well, I guess we can add at least something maybe here, I guess. Just add some swirlies. Swirlies are always fun. I like the swirlies. Like that. Like little M's. There you go. It has more texture into it. Yeah. Okay. That'll do. Let's see. I think number rarity was either the second one or the... I don't know what the third one was. The third one might have been Sombra. Or is that what the series was? I don't know. And I'm thinking with this, I want to add either a composite, just so I can make sure everything's going good. Make it a group or something. Because now... I think I probably just have to get rid of this. Or to make it into a group. Excuse me. Into this, color card doesn't need to exist, as I'm going to add a background. Or a sky. So that's how to control our sky. Sky. It's so complicated. Okay, sky, bop. Peg. Bop. Okay, and now, let's see. Where did it go? Sky's on there. Let's make the sky, I guess, yellow, I guess? I don't know. Skies are blue. Let's make it that color. Okay. Let's see. Okay. How long did I work on Celestia? I did look up a calculator to figure out from around when the trailer was to when it released is nearly 3 years. But I probably worked on it less than that, because I think the last time I worked on it, actively said like I'm animating, was around March or April. So it did take a while to actually upload after my part was done animating, which means that the post-production took a month or so, and then just getting it into the right time zone for Josh to upload it. So so in less than 3 years, but it felt like that. If that makes sense. But yeah, not exactly 3 years, but like, I don't know, like 2 3/4. You know, it's like, what do you want? Should I snag this color? I guess I can just make it more peach colored, and then I can just add more stuff into it. It is a weird color that I'm seeing here. Should I make it blue? Blue sky. Would that make more sense? Let me see what another picture I got. The intro has yellow skies, so that's why I'm going for that. Now I'm trying to figure out what kind of creamy yellow sky would work. Probably it is a weird. It's gotta be light, not too saturated. I'll go with that for now. It looks weird, but once we add in other stuff into it, I think it'll look better. So this is what we got so far. Not too bad. I should probably just get the base of what else I need, and then focus on getting those to look good later. So let's add the let's add the house, and that'd be easier. Or I can add the, I want to add so much stuff. So I need the hill here, which will need the road leading into the house, and then the house itself. So let's just get that really close. So this will be round kind of thing going. Peg it up. Ground can go in between. There we go. And ground will be a little bit more green. There you go. Look with the color code, I can see where everything is. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. So I need. I don't know what this color is anymore. So this is gonna be the green as well. This will be more normal color green, I think. Okay. And then the line layer. I'm just gonna do it the same way that I usually draw things, of just making things outside of the border, so it can bleed well, and then design other things as well. So I need to get this line good. There we go. Let's get these out of there. Okay. So when you render it, it'll look like that. There we go. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Can remove some of these. So I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm just trying to get this going as well as I can. So we don't waste too much time later on. There you go. Okay. Let's see. Reflections. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Should I make this more straight? Bop. Here you go. That'll do. Also with the ground, I can just add more layers onto it. Like I can add the road into the same drawing. So this will be around the same kind of brown, yellowy color. Sort of like the sky color, but a little bit darker, maybe more. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I'm just gonna put this on the lowest layer. Put that there. Okay. And then I'll draw with this into the path here. So I'm gonna go up there, and then kind of figure out where this is, and then maybe it'll just be whoa, and then whoa, and then cross it off. Okay. And I can color that in later as well. That's as much as I'm gonna do for now. Let's add another one. for the actual house. Okay. How we doing? So I'm not able to talk about the comics just because I'm not able to really talk about it. So probably want to cut it, but I'm probably gonna figure where, if the horse goes on top of the house, I'll have to figure out how that works. If the horse is Rainbow Dash, then that works. But if it's Twilight, she needs to be like cut inside of the house. So I might need to, because like the door will open, and then I didn't expand any of the bits here, but anyway, the door opens, so Twilight needs to be behind. The house goes on top, like the outer wall, and then Twilight underneath, and then the inside of the house. And then there's the door. Simplest would be to just make them into 4 different layers. But I want to do it trickier. Where I want to do it to be like one drawing and then figure that out. Or just don't. Let's see. Yeah. Otherwise then I'll just like align different pieces. But I guess that's the fun of it. I would just need to make a better sketch house first, and then figure it out. Let's add a new color. Let's make it white for now. That'll show up. Okay. So, where did my things go? I don't know. Where did they go? Oh, my drawing's on the background. There it is. Is that the end of it? Awesome. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Who's ambitious? Because I'm definitely, want to get this done this stream, then that's not gonna happen. Let's see. I might, yeah. I definitely will have to draw more. Whoop. Off stream. Just to get this all going. Okay. So I'm going to redesign the house to be a little bit different. Let's see. What do I want? So I was thinking if this could be the sugar cube corner, whatever equivalent is. So it'll have to be a little different. At least add more details into it than what I have here, which is the basic whatevers. Let's see. So definitely want to put the same, like, because I could start with the door, or at least this line here, which I'm not able to draw straight. You know. You would just draw faster and it gets more straight. There you go. So the door is more, it just has to be a sketch. It's more rounded. More of that shape, I think, will be good. Probably wider will be good too. Maybe more stout. And then kind of shift it over a little bit less. Okay. Let's add more details. And maybe some lines into it to make it look like wood. I'm seeing that it has a nice heart into the middle there. There's a lot of details into there. This is more. Let's see. It's more up, but like just barely. There you go. Let's see. So it goes straight up like this, and then a little more like that, and then oh boy, I'm just so upset about like how these are. I don't expect it to be straight, but it's just like it's weird. It's like I want it to be. It's like, why can't I? So okay. Bop, 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 bop. So I'm using the cutter, is that tool that removes line. Like it only works at one line at a time. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Nice. Alright. Let's see. So it's gonna be a big overhang thing? How many do I want? Probably want it to just end. It probably just goes down like a lot and then just kind of curve it up. Gotta go whoop, whoop. That'll do. Okay. Could shoop it back up there. Okay. And then let's add more lines. Won't see that line, so that's not good. This is the candy line there. It kind of goes out. Okay. Just gotta add more details into here. There's not much room for the actual doorbell, so we'll have to just add it there. So doorbells are just like a button. Let's add just like a straight button. Like that, and then it just has like the and then some color maybe. It's okay. It's added like as a built-in mechanical button there. How's that? How's that for a sketch? And then once I get it, I'll flush it out more. Whoop, whoop, and then some of these. One more of these. There you go. Looks good. Okay. Probably add maybe like a window. It's not much room. I could probably just add like a side thing here. Probably just goes a little bit too far out. And then just a small window here that has actually an X in it. Let's see. This is what I mean. Like it takes so much time to like make animations because like half of the more than like half the time is just spent making these sort of assets and stuff. That's why it's taken them so long to make this one particular cartoon as well. Even though it's supposed to be like, oh, it's a 5-second thing, but each of these individual assets take who knows how long to make individually. As well as just like I'm doing this in a new software that I'm not used to. I'm getting more used to it. I'm feeling confident moving around and doing operations like this. So I do feel pretty good, but yeah, it's still like everything still takes a while no matter what you do. That's just how this animation is. That's always going to take majority of a lot of time to just make things and then animate them. So as you see, like we're just making the background right now more than animating it. So that's what I mean. Okay. As long as everything looks good, then I'll be happy. Let's see. So I'll need that one. It's this one. Get rid of that back there. It's hard to see because I think I'm hiding it with my face. Let's get rid of that. Bop, 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 bop. There you go. So that should extend for the whole time. Ah, dang. Okay, what happened? Oh, I didn't see that it went all the way. I only went like a couple seconds in. I should have gotten all the way to the beginning. But now it should be... There we go. Okay. So now that looks slightly awkward, but we're good. We're good in there. Okay. Just zoom out a little bit there. Okay. And then it would just be to fill in the house and then add more details to everything. But yeah. Okay. I might want to make... Next thing will probably just be to make the house itself this to be more, at least visible for now for me. I don't know what would work best here. Okay. So I could probably just work in this mode now. And then, actually I can't because I need to access these layers, which for some reason I don't know how to disconnect it and then put it in here. Like, it doesn't want to float into any of these boxes, but it wants to be in this one. So that means that when I want to select these layer boxes, it's like, whoops, you can't in full screen of just drawing mode. Okay, that's just a weird pet peeve of that. I'm going to put it on the underline layer and then go to the line art. Let's add a new color, I guess. And then just make sure that that's, let's make it visible, would be nice. Ooh. Let's make it more red, maybe. There you go. Okay. Okay, how we doing? Okay. Doing your stuff. Okay. Pop art, definitely. That's fun. Okay. That's red. Sure is red. Okay. So let's just, I could just redraw this, or I could just leave this, but then I'll have to redraw it anyway. I'm trying to figure out what would work best. What would work best is that all these are nice and clean. So I'll probably just have to draw the lines as if it was one outline. So a lot of this was kind of sketchy, so I'm thinking to myself that it would just be easier to just do this as one nice outline. So that means I have to redraw it again, but now that I figured all of this out, it shouldn't be much more trouble than what I just did. So that's good. And I could just delete a couple of these lines that kind of overlap and figure that stuff out. So here we go. Okay, and that should be pretty much all I probably will be able to do today, which isn't a huge issue or anything, but yeah, it's just kind of it'll happen. Okay, so I'll do what's on top first, not that it super matters. There we go. Get that. Whoop. Actually wanted to just move it down a smidge. There you go. Whoop, it kind of broke weirdly. Why did that happen? Oh, okay. That'd be that way. No. Streaming always takes the weird blunt of like, why did you do that software? And it's like everyone's watching you, kind of a feeling. That'll always happen. Technology does not like streamers. Okay, cool. Meow. How we doing? Because now this is still like basically boring stuff as well, because we're not animating a little bit. So I feel like it's not quite as interesting or entertaining as I don't know, what is more interesting? Let me ask that as a question maybe. Is drawing stuff like this, that's making the assets and making layers and constructing the animation interesting? Or is the animation itself of like making these different characters and posing them, is that more interesting to observe or watch, you know? Because I'm gonna... because I have to do this no matter what, I feel like it's kind of either or, you know. Like I can do either, you know. Like I can sit down and watch someone, you know, comfortably just making assets and build up the assets to then animate or whatever. So I don't know. Cool. Animation itself is definitely more interesting than everything. I totally understand. I'm just like trying to It's a fair question. I'm just trying to gauge it, you know, more than anything. I feel like to me, because I, you know, have to... I don't know. I kind of got used to, like, making this sort of stuff. That I kind of feel like making stuff is more interesting. Because it's like, it's that build-up of like, ooh, how's this background gonna look? Or making this cleanup. I guess cleanup, no matter what you do, is kind of boring. So, I definitely agree if that's your opinion. Mm-hmm. Modeling the movements. Modeling the movements. I'm trying to figure out what that means. It's most entertaining. Making drawings not so much. Okay. So maybe if I, you know, in the back of my mind, you know, happen to have like an idea of like, I'm gonna make 10 backgrounds as one stream, then you guys would be like, I'm gonna be bored. Trying to figure what that'll mean to you guys. I know that this is weird. That's like I already drew it, and now I'm just drawing it in red. So trying to gauge you guys as well as, you know, as we're streaming, as if I have nothing really to talk about either. So trying to figure this out. It's not letting me cut. There you go. Cutter's really weird. It's really powerful because it's like, oh, it can snap all the lines off, you know, to the edge. But also it kind of like doesn't really work every time. Like I did that twice. There we go, 3 times to do that. Okay. Oh boy. Here working on pre-production process. That is just well. Just finding tedious, yeah. I guess when you get into like I feel like I'm getting into closer to that ceiling of being professional. I don't know how much hate that'll get, but as I get closer to that, it feels like, yeah, I'm able to do things like this and not feel too... I feel like everything that I'm doing, every stage of the process also feels important. So I know that when I was first starting, it's like, yeah, I don't want to make backgrounds. I would literally take Google Images and stretch them into like, you know, to the breaks more than like, more than just the 280p kind of feeling. So I'm valuing every stage of the process now, no matter if it is just literally just doing this cleanup of background stuff. That's like, I could clean up the line art that I have, but I feel like I want to make this better or clean it up to feel more nicer. So even if it is, you know, gonna take longer for you guys to watch, it's like I feel like it's still important. So that's why I'm still feeling like, to me, it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm wasting time. It's like I feel like I'm using my time to make a better product, in a sense, too. So, you know. Let's see. Have some food. Yeah, I want to have some dinner later, too. Can I... Nah, I'll just freehand this circle. That'll do. Make some of these. Maybe not. Or I could just delete it. Let's do it again. Especially if, like, I know to follow Leslie, I always wanted to feel like no matter what I did, I was always animating or doing something akin to it. But now it's like with Midnight Mares, it's like, oh, I'm helping with voice splicing, getting those working. I'm getting the pre-production, a lot of pre-production stuff going. So I'm valuing all of that much more. I've always valued it, but it's like, it feels like it's like, ooh, this is now really important. Is there a smooth button? Where's the smooth button? Should I spend 5 minutes in trying to figure that out? Create color, distribute, smooth. There it is. Oh, look at that. That kind of messed it up a little bit. Alright. Hey. Maybe I can just rotate them upside down. There you go. You'll never know. Okay. And then Let's figure this out. This is Sugar Cube Corner. Yes. I'm basing it mostly on Sugar Cube Corner. If I mess up a design, then that's my fault. So, yes. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, because it's more of a cake, kind of like, woo, more than the, I think in the trailer, or the intro sequence to Pony Life, it is, there's like a split second of like Rainbow Dash zipping in, and then way in the background there's like this treehouse. So I think that might be Twilight's treehouse, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Because I don't think, at least to where I am, I'm like few episodes off. So, to being caught up. So I'm not sure whether that one is specifically supposed to be Twilight's house or not. So I'm basing it off on the Sugar Cube Corner here. So, might just redesign this a little bit to work maybe like a little better. Maybe just do like 3. That'll be good. There you go. Okay. And then it's gonna make these to be about the same height. There you go. I feel like it's kind of slanted, so I can probably just scoop that up. Toon Boom's drawing is objectively better than Flash, so it's just trying to get used to it, or like knowing that there are tools to help you is the tricky part. So okay, let's add some lines and add a heart. Okay. If I had to go back to Flash, if that's a question that I'm seeing in the back of my mind there, maybe. I mean, I'd still have the whole Derpy movie left to do. So, if I change that into Toon Boom, it might take just as long as actually making another chapter. So, which I'm still trying to work on, but I have been so swamped with Midnight Mares that I have no time to work on it effectively or long enough to make any dent of it or actually work on it. So, I'm sorry. I was thinking about working on it today, but I just had no time either. So, eventually, yes, I will. Maybe once we get like out of full pre-production mode of Midnight Mares, so it could just be animation, so I can work on that a little bit less work or less time, I guess. And that'll help. Womp. Gotta womp the line. Womp. Womp the line. That line should be here. I don't know, I love all this stuff. Okay. Yep. Womp, womp, womp. Uh-oh. Why are you doing that? Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. If I get rid of this. Boop. Here we go. I think I deleted the line as I did it. Yeah, okay. There you go. That just feels cleaner to me, so there you go. Okay. Now we just have to color this in and then move the color line a little bit off. So no problem with that. Okay. What are we doing? Pillar top, pillar top. Let's see. Yes, you are right. Thank you. Bop, bop. Is that the one you were thinking of? It might be a little bit off screen, so. Nope, it would have been. Thank you. Okay. Is all of it the same color? No. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's see. It looks quite good because I spent more time on it than this. I could have tried to figure out how to spend twice as long, probably, trying to get this to look better. But then I did it again, and now it looks marginally better. So, okay. We're about on time, so we'll probably just go to choice time and try to color this, and then see. It might just have to be the same color for the outlines until I can figure out how to divide that up. So, thank you. Okay. Try to get rid of this line, but I'm not sure where. There it is. Okay. Autosave. Thank you. Okay. Let's make this a little more astute. I meant stout. Let me add maybe like one more line under here. Maybe that'll work. And then that might be good. So let's add line. Oop. Oh, that needs to be red line. And then cut. Cut. Please cut. I don't know why. Cut. 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 There you go. Okay. Let's just add one more border there. Okay. Maybe just color it. There we go. Okay. In capital. Oh, like the pillar name. Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. So now to add a whole lot more colors into this. Let's see. Let's do the top one. The top pillar. No, not pillar. The crown roof. Roof. We'll call it roof. That's pretty hot pink. So let's figure out where that is. That's magenta. That's closer. That's good. Okay. And let's make this. Let's just make it black so I can see it. Ah, it's too magenta. Let's make it more red. It's also lighter. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's see. And we'll just kind of keep going and coloring it. Okay. So how we doing? I always say that just because I don't really have anything else really to say. As I try to figure these things out. Okay. Okay. Let's make this color. And then that'll be there. And I think that gets cut off at the column there. So honestly, this line might not be real. So delete. Okay. And then we need brown. Certain types of brown. Okay. It should be more yellowy brown. Like that. That'll do. Okay. Feels like Mario Paint. Just because it's like so clean that it feels like one of those. I don't know why I always think of like, but it's always there's like a Chuck E. Cheese like paint by numbers kind of a game. I always think of that. And it's like, oh look, you know. I always think of that one. That was like, it was just like so perfectly like color book kind of a thing that is just like it feels like a coloring book. This is fun. Yeah, I think there's flies on here. I want like something closer to that. What am I thinking? I want the actual pink, but like very light pink. So to be the inside of the window. Basically white, but like in this color. Okay. Let's get another brown for the side pillar here. So be closer to this, but also just like a little bit darker. To be more like that. A little bit less saturated. It's more like that. Which means that this one can be the more saturated one. Like that. There you go. There you go. Let's see. How's it go? I had it. Oh man. That's Mario landing. I want this color. Let's actually make it pink. I'm such a Mario fan. I gotta like get rid of it just because I can't think of it right now. There we go. Now at the time. So thank you. I'll keep coloring this for like a little bit more. At least I get the. Yeah, there's not much more. And then I can probably separate the colors and fills. So thank you. And then next time on Thursday, I'll probably have the background-ish done to a point. And then I guess we'll do the layout. And then maybe we'll start animating it on Thursday. So there you go. See you then. Whoop. Okay. I can kind of see this. I can probably pick this up a little bit more. Okay. That's the theme. Let me just. Whoop. Somebody the link didn't work. It's trying to go to studio. I'm not sure why. Why is it always that? Why can't I think of the other one? So the candy cane is yellow and pink for some reason, but it's like a weird, gross yellow. Did I say yellow? I don't remember. Let's add another pink here. Yeah. Maybe just a little bit lighter. There you go. Oh, I know. Yeah, that version was actually kind of. I played it off, but yeah, that was a little bit scary. Because I knew it wasn't gonna like. It would only like harm me unless I actually visited it. So, yeah, I don't know. Trumpet. Thank you. Sorry I wasn't paying attention to you guys. As thoroughly as I could. I just get into these things and it's like I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. So sorry. Let's make this a little darker. There you go. That's like a candy cane kind of candy village kind of thing. I want this to be like cool blue. Like it's metallic. Bop there. Uh-oh. 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 What even happened here? I don't even know. Let's see. Up. There you go. Okay. That'll do. Candyland. Hello. Alright, I broke it. I know. I'm gonna make this a really bold red button like the Dexter's Lab, like, oh, don't push that button, kind of a thing. There we go. Yeah. I was gonna put the screws in too. Let's see. Okay. Blop, 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 blop. There you go. I think there's more wood slats, so I probably want to add a few more, but I feel scared to add them in, but whatever. Let's see. Well, where does the... Let's add a line here. Let's add a slat there, and then it can just be there, I guess. So, it can be like this color. Problem is that colors don't work with the cutter, so I had to like get rid of the lines. No, wait, I do need... No, I don't. Because I'm gonna just get rid of it. Please, delete. Okay. Probably this color. And then this color. And then this color. There you go. And then up. Okay. So what's this color? 18. And then 18. Fill it in. Oops. Don't need that. That's why it's like dumb. Okay. Man, this looks fun. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I feel like that didn't really help anything, so should I remove it? I mean, I can. Let's see. I feel like I should. I don't like it. Let's remove all of this. I like it like this better. Okay, that was fun. Where did my button go? That's a good question. I'm going backwards. There it is. Man, that cutter's good. It cut right through. Okay. I was unhappy with how that looked, so I undid it. Ooh. Ooh. It's catch and release. Okay, whatever. Okay, how we doing? Green grass lines on the bottom. I don't know if it looks spin on. Actually, there's not much in the reference that I'm looking at, but there is some kind of weird shape here, and I guess I can add. It kind of is like the pillar is spluing out or something, in some way. Let me think. It goes out, and out, and out. Makes this weird triangle. Kind of a shape. Whoa. 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 Yeah. More like. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Connect that. And this will be sort of like this, but maybe like more saturated, more to the red. Something like that. I know what you were talking about, but now it's like, yeah. It's gotta be a little bit. Oh, that's why it's weird. It's because like it's trying to select it instead of just deleting the line. So when I'm gonna go whoop, that's better. Okay. You've seen the little preview, it kind of works a little bit good. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. What's happening? I know everything's weird right now, so I'm sorry. Yeah, Towards the Times. Basically, yeah, just like it's a continuation without anything stopping, really. Okay, that's fun. I think it is just a black outline that's kind of messing with me right now, so I'll have to figure that out. That's about as much as that's kind of going. Probably want to put just this and put it on a new layer. Yay. And let me fill it. Does that fill it? No. Delete it. There you go. Okay. That should be good. Okay, so now we can check to see if... Ooh, look at renders. Okay. Let's go back to here. Let's see where the line is. Okay, so now I can do something with this and kind of shift this over a little bit, kind of widen it. Or I could do the perspective or envelope tool and kind of elongate a little bit this way, and then let's see, and kind of put it or want it with this. See, that's kind of morphing it into position, so that's good. So I'll go like that. There we go. Okay. It looks like the outlines are weird. Like they're bleeding. Okay. I know why some of this is here. Okay. I just need to delete my sketch of this. Bop. Now, was that actually... No, I copied it. Cool. Okay, that's my second sketch of it. Cool. Okay. Let's see, does it explode? No. Yay, this is fun. Now we got a semi-decent background in storyboard. Cool. Okay. Leave with that as it plays. So there we go. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I'm happy with how this is looking so far. I'll have to add the outline color to be a little bit different and then just make it a little better. But you've seen how I did with the bush, that I added a little bit gradient and make the outline color different, so it shouldn't be much different from what you've seen. So but yeah, let's see. Okay, is a window on the side of the house? Yeah, it's like a separate section, like the part here is like the end of it, and then back here, see, it's like it's a little bit higher up, so that means it's like the side of it, so it's a separate part. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Have to go. Okay. Yep. Okay. See you then. Anything else? Let's see. This is looking pretty good. I mean, because it's completely different style than anything that I've really done. Because I'm more used to like making the characters where it has the more precise vectors. Everything's like has tapers and to the point and precise amount of less. This is more like freehand stuff, so I'm I'm a little bit like it's a little hard. But I guess I could. It'd probably be a little bit too late now to draw the house again with straighter lines, which is more accurate to the style. As you see, like on the right candy cane pillar, that side is pretty not straight. So I probably want to. If I wanted to do this again, I probably could do this a little better. But right, yeah, just right now. Okay. Anything else from you guys? Let's see. There was that question, but I didn't really see it. Did I miss it? What happened? Was it just what was happening? Let's see. Oh yeah, I could add some grass. That'll be fun too. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll definitely touch it up between streams. I'll make the background way better. Hopefully. Learn more stuff. Yeah, so to do that, I was explaining that it can be just to recolor the house outline color, and then see if I want to redraw some of the lines, or I could do another version of it. Well, now that I got the as a color guide, I can use this as a color guide to, if I wanted to redraw it, and then I could just use those colors that I made here, kind of thing. So, thankfully with the palette stuff that Toon Boom has, I can just use exactly the same colors. Kind of thing. Anything else? Because I think we're pretty much good, I think. Yes. Starting some lines, recolor, do some general cleanup. Exactly. This is just what I really wanted to do just to stream was just get basically to here. So I'm pretty happy with how this all turned out. So other things that will need to happen though is separating the door so it can actually animate. That'll be a big thing, as well as adding a background inside, which I haven't really thought of that as much as probably just adding maybe like a floor and a wall color. I don't know how much detail I would need. Well, the point of details is just you don't have to fill it in, so it kind of saves that much time. But yeah, no animated. Yeah. If I happen, my plan was if I happen to get the background all done, I would put the characters in, and then kind of position them in their first position, kind of a thing, and then go from there. So we didn't get all the way there, so that's not too bad. I could add more stuff into the far background. Maybe we could add a far house or something. I was thinking maybe like a cloud or something would be good. Yeah, there's a lot more details that we can add into here. Or new plan is just to continue straight from here and then do what I've been saying of what to do for the background. I don't know if that's because I know we kind of discussed that making stuff, or at least making these backgrounds or making them redo the same background like 5 times is apparently boring. So that's it's not my fault, hopefully. But if it is, then yeah, I'll think about that as what not to do. So, okay. Anything else? Because I can ramble about the same things over and over. Oh, Folly. So yeah, the thing about Folly is that the Folly Celestia that was premiered on Saturday. The link is at the very beginning of the chat. So scroll to the beginning of the chat. There's a link to Falling Celestia. That was a huge passion project for Josh Scorcher. Josh Scorcher is one of the pony analyticalists people, analyzers. I don't know. So is that the link? Thank you. It's boring. No problem. So I just only watch the stream. That's just put as background on Zoom is really cool. Yeah, so probably I hope you watch it, because that's a huge project for everyone involved. I was the lead animator. I was I guess that makes me the director of animation. So I worked with about 3 to 5 people working with them, of animators, storyboarders. I guess there's more storyboarders. So around 10 people in total around, throughout the 2-ish years, whatever, 2.8, who knows, working on that. So yeah, it was really fun to watch the premiere of it. that was a hoot. I was able to chat a total of maybe 3 or 4 times in it, so while I was going. So one of our plans that we're thinking was to do a stream with the team, so I would be able to talk with Josh and maybe the other animators and anyone else who would like to join. Probably just from the team, so I can be specific with that. Where we can talk about it and discuss maybe stuff. Maybe if there's animation stuff, you can talk to me. If there's if there's stuff for the story, I guess Josh would be the man for that. But I feel like if we open it to questions, then 90% of the questions will be about the story. So, you know, that's okay. No one cares about how this stuff is made, you know, except other artists, animators. So, which would be 2% of people. So, yeah. Hope you guys liked it. I don't know. Never really polled you guys to see how many guys watched it or liked it or disliked it. I don't know. If you're disliking it for the story, then that's okay. Because that means that, oh well, animation is maybe good. I don't know. Let's see. Fan film with chat makes it feel like the old days. I know. Thank you, Cookie. Ask me joke questions about the animation make it feel better. Thank you. Yeah. Is that kind of what happened with my first legit panel that I worked? What was I saying? There was a Everfree Northwest panel several years ago when I was working with Kim Possible a lot, and I was just kind of there because we were what I thought, the only thing that I worked with Kim Possible was this one animation, and then when we got there, her laptop was a little wonky, and then I was like, well, look, it's the animation that, you know, it's the trailer that she brought with her. And then I asked like, oh, where you were gonna show that? What part of the panel were we gonna show it? And she's like, oh, well, we're not. And it's like, what? So the only relation to that panel that I was in front of like 50 people was this one project that she wasn't gonna show any trailer, or wouldn't, then people wouldn't have any requisite to ask anything about it or anything specific about it, you know. So that was yeah, that was the worst thing that I've done. Just because I was like, I wasn't able to talk about it. No one really had any, wasn't able to ask any questions about it. So every question was just like general, like, hey KP, haha, inside joke about your channel stuff, and everyone laughed. And it's like, I don't get it, because I was like, I didn't really watch her content really to know any of that. So I was like, I was just super awkward, and I wasn't able to do anything. So thankfully, like, we had like 2 panels. So the other one was like in a weirder, smaller room, and that was more about how to make a channel. So how to make a YouTube channel of like, hey, you know, what kind of projects or like stuff would you want to work on first? And it's like, should you work on a 20 minutes animation as your first project? And it's like, if you're experienced, you know, if you're already, you know, professional or whatever, then it's like, sure, you know, that'd be fun. But as your first project, the way that YouTube works is that that's not gonna be as it is lightning in a bottle to make that work. So it'd be better to just make stuff like I do, where I make a bunch of shorts and make them consistent. So I was able to talk about that, but yeah, in the first panel I had nothing to talk about. So yeah, let's see, bad rep maybe. Close being kicked out. Oh, B. Oh jeez. Ask Brown, who's the greatest artist, cartoonist extraordinaire? Oh, jeez. You see, we got our own, like, inside jokes now. I don't think I've done my own panel. I'm trying to think. Nope. Yeah, that was the only time. So that was, yeah, all experience. I think even if it's even when times was like Josh was there and I was part of his team, actively, I wasn't I wasn't on the table. So we could have potentially talked about Folly at that time. I think a couple years ago. I was at Everfree as well, probably like 18. Cause 19 was BronyCon, the last one, and then this is this year. So yeah. So thanks, Cookie. Yeah, see that we got our own thing. Would that be that guy though? I forgot his name. Was it like a Mark or something? Totally made that up. Because he draws like Naruto like the best way, where he like makes a sketch underleaf and then has a video of like using a Sharpie like tracing it and says like, I'm the greatest. Yeah. I don't know. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, because obviously I have this in with Gan and Nightmares that like we're pretty good now, that he's getting more trusting with me, so it's like that's good. Then when I have a suggestion, it's like, hey, maybe we'll take it, kind of a thing. So but yeah, I'll keep working on that, and then try to work on Paper Derpy. I'm trying, but man, Minute Mares again, it's becoming like nearly like a part-time job, but I'm working the entire day, so I don't know how that works, but yeah. You managed to make a sequel to the Horseshoe animation? Oh my god, yeah. I think my mom wrote that Horseshoe one, if that's the one I'm thinking of, where it's, yeah, they're at the market and then like the main 6 like glitch out half the time. Yeah. Was that the one like from 2013 or 14? That one was, yeah. What else you said on the panel? It depends on what kind of panel it is. I mean, it'd be weird, I guess, to just have like, oh, this is an acquaintance, you know? Because that doesn't usually happen a lot, right? Where to just let like, oh, this is my friend who's just happens to be a moderator for my YouTube chat. It's like that's the only end of it, I guess. Um, if it's like, well, this is for somehow specifically for my YouTube chat thing as a panel, then obviously yes. But if it's like, hey, this is my Yoshi Greenwater channel where I talk about my stuff, it's like it's a little bit like one step away, I guess. So yeah. Because obviously if I open it to just like moderators, in that case, then it'll be Cookie and whoever else legit or um anyone else I forgot. So and then it'd be like, well, why don't you just have like other people as well? It's like it becomes way more complicated. Yeah. Behind the mic, yeah, definitely. Very legit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, definitely. I would have to definitely say like they're moderators and for this specific YouTube chat, which I only do like twice a week. And then uh, make sure to like really say like they don't work with me, or at least with the animations, for my content. And be very clear about that. Just to say like, hey, not to give you not any credit, but it's like, yeah, you don't really help with the content that I make. Exactly. You want to stream content, but not like you haven't worked with the main like Derpy Ventures stuff like that. So yeah, exactly. It's hard because it's like I don't know. Yeah. Exactly. It's like when you stop of like, well, these are all people that I know. It's like, well, then everyone that I know will come up. So, and then the table only has like 3 seats. So it's like, whoops. Have to still seats from the audience, and that seems bad. So, yeah, that's true. Yeah, for the Lamias, yeah. But you didn't really help with the script or anything else further than that. I'm trying to think of anything else. You show some hexadecimal, so yeah, it's good, but yeah, it's not quite exactly. And I chose between the 1001 that you gave me, so yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always like weirdly selfish about this kind of stuff, so I'm sorry. And I was like, oh no, I don't know. Almost paint along live. Oh, that'd be fun. I don't know if we get copyright strike from doing that. Because with this was like we got YouTube's copyright, bubble. So if we go outside that bubble, I'm not sure how that would work. If we would have to license this particular episode. Maybe we don't. I mean, it'd be like playing someone else's, like doing a cover band at a con. It's like, well, you don't really own that song, so I don't know how to get away with stuff like that. Yeah. Just joking. Just Josh and me. Ah, man. That'd be fun, yeah. I don't know. I'm about to be the right sort of panel would probably be the best. Yeah. uh. Then we both stop swearing, which, yeah, is definitely it's part of this animated 100+ cartoons for show. I don't know how many cartoons I've made. Definitely, I don't know if like my redexes, like, guys, I made the best burrito like 3 times. That was like my running gag of like every time I got like decently better and like animating, I would like redo my the best burrito song again with a different like whatever I learned at that time. So I don't know if you count that as like 3 different cartoons, or it's basically the same one, but it's just been updated. But I kept all of them. So, but yeah, so to that point, I'm not sure. Yeah, and you guys are great. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm starting to take you guys for granted, and I definitely should not, because you've been incredible at keeping everyone sane, keeping me sane as well. That's the most important part as well. Um, Otherwise, I have literally really not much more to say than like I'm drawing a line. Check that out, you know. So, um, let's see. Cool start. Incredible pops up with a surprise round down to the best breed of 4. Oh man, that'd be amazing. How many times did I do it? Let me see. I could probably find YouTube and then Yoshi Greenwater best burrito. Best burrito remaster and remaster. Jeez, my remaster was 5 years ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've done it 3 times. Man, how do I remember that? Okay. Boy. Derpy test to the finals. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that'd be cool too. I wanted to do like if I wanted to do a sequel to Derpy Test, I would make it my first draft. But I think I lost at the time, and I'm not sure where that went. So I still have an idea. I still have a memory of that idea. So, hopefully, when I get time to do that, yeah, that'll be fun. Definitely, yeah. Let's see, yeah. I might, yeah, because I'm starting to try and translate a lot of my stuff into Toon Boom now. I mean, I'm making my thumbnails in Toon Boom now. Might want to use the tools and fun stuff and features of Toon Boom to make a Derpy Test, just because I think the way that Flash handles like multiple symbols and like moving things around, there's not an easy way to like move an arm like with a normal looking joint system. Each part would be like separate. And Toon Boom has a lot of like more features to make limbs work better. So I'll definitely wanna if whenever that time comes when if I finish somehow the Midnight Mayor's pilot and the movie, I don't know what would come first. The Derpy movie is only 10 minutes, but I've been spending a lot more time getting that going than I thought I did. Then I might go into making fan stuff or fan request stuff like that of like fan service, I guess. I'm making stuff like that or whatever. Any kind of sequel or redux you guys want to do. I think that'd be fun. Or maybe like during the streams. That might be fun too. Obviously those be huge projects to do. So that's why I'm wanting to think about it a little bit further in the future. You know what I mean? To not try to just immediately do like, oh, I want to make a Derpy Test too. It's like, well, you see how long this 5-second, you know, in quotes, takes. So it's gonna take a lot longer to make an entire Crush Girls or Human Style 1 to 2 minute adventure. Because those ones take in real time for me, you know, like a month. So to just do it like an hour or 2 hours a week, it would take way longer to get that going. Yeah. Animation just food trend channel. Yeah. It's basically like, yeah, this channel is virtually dead, I want to say. I mean, because the only thing that's really keeping it alive is these streams and the periodical updates to the movie chapters. So, yeah. I don't know. I not understand that. This is not the best era. But I'm working on other stuff, so it feels like I'm still actively working, but because I'm working on those two projects as well as the stream, so it feels like I'm working on three things, every week. But to the actual main channel stuff, it's like, yeah, that's only based on the movie now, which it's been like 2 or 3 months now, so yeah. So I'm sorry about that. Boy. Okay. I think we're pretty much past our time, at least for the hour and a half that I usually do these for. So, I could wrap it up. Oh boy. Exactly, sir. So much better. The quality has improved to the point that it's taking longer. Exactly, because now it's like, I worked on this background for only an hour, and I still feel like I need to work on it twice or 3 times as long. So, exactly. I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep pumping at it, but even if it's gonna take way longer, I hope you guys are okay with that. I'm mostly afraid of like how YouTube will respond to it in a sense too, of like my audience as a whole will say like, oh well, I haven't seen you in a while, and it's like I've been working on it the whole time. Um, or if YouTube even notifies people now at this point as well. So, yeah. Derpy test took, oh, I mean, script to output, probably like 3 months, I want to say. But most of that time was not working on it, as well as, doubling up, I think. I worked on the Equestria Girls puppets, the character puppets, for around several weeks. But during that time, I was also working on a cartoon, I think. So I was able to double up my workflow to work on two things at once, basically. And then once I finished the puppets, then I was able to fully work on the animation just on its own, kind of thing. um, but yeah, it making the puppets for the Crescent Girls just because they're completely different from horses. um, and same as how I was working with the Pony Life stuff. It's like I felt like I needed like 50 mouths. I needed 50 hands. I need limbs. I need skirts. I need clothes. A full 360 view of all those things, and then it's like, whoop, I need more characters, and that's why it's just like I was only able to use like a certain like amount of views for like derpy tests as well, just because it's like I don't have time to like make these different views. So, or like when Octavia, is in the background, it's like, oh, she's in front view every time, just because it's like I can't have the time to work on 10 characters and get it done in a reasonable amount of time. So I kind of just did as many cheats by the book as I possibly could for that. Um, so let's see. These clear the streams. I think I cleared a few of them. I'm keeping it as a series, so you can like watch all those to get up to this point of like each series of like, oh well, I'm working on Pony Life as one thing, so I'm keeping those up. Yeah, and then once I finish with that, then I'll leave that up for a little bit, and then unlist those so I work on something else. So that's what I've been doing with that. Start over new style. I mean, apparently this is a new style, but if you need a new one, it's like, jeez. It would just take just as long as again to make them. I've been playing around with trying to convert some Flash projects or Flash characters into Toon Boom. It does take some time to like rebuild them, because obviously they're completely different like structures, and how it just imports as well. So if I could make them in Flash, or like if I had a Flash version, then it would be slightly quicker because I don't have to like draw everything, but it would still take as long to restructure the hierarchies and nodes and stuff like that. So, yeah. Exactly. I'm working. Yeah, towards that was. Did it start a little bit early? I don't know. Probably at the same right time at the hour. So yeah. Okay. I'm almost running out of water too. That's also a sign. Okay. Yeah, we'll go eat dinner. Exactly. um, okay. Let's wrap it up. Five Stats here. Go watch it. I think we linked that twice in here. I'll work on the background in my own time. I'll see. I'll see if Midnight Mirrors doesn't take up all the time today. I got like 5 emails just as we were talking, so I'll have to address all those. So hope you guys have fun. So yeah, on Thursday we'll see where we are and then continue from that point. It's slightly up in the air with that, so sorry about that. So yeah, okay. I would go to another end screen, but this is the end screen. So thank you. Wrap it up. So thank you for watching, and then yeah, what I've been saying throughout this whole time. Okay, see ya. Bye bye.